So, let me go on to the next question. Okay. Okay, Jeff Freeman, any other items on the ballot? If not, why June? The other item on the ballot is the primary election, the Republican primary. So, that can just speak for itself, I guess. That's just the fact. I don't know the reason, but that's the fact. Michael?
It's not just the Republican primary. I mean, Democrats will have an opportunity to vote on June 5th for president as well.
But Republicans would be more likely to show up.
Who knows? I'm showing up. Okay. All right. This question pertains to charter city councils. It's a three-part question from Larry Hemming. So Larry, if I don't get it right, please raise your hand. Well, can the city council members raise their salaries without voter approval? Is there a ceiling for salaries of city council appointees? I guess according to the charter. Eleanor?
Yes, they can. There's a limitation on the amount of salary in the government code, but it doesn't apply to charter cities.
Okay. Yes, please, be fair.
To be fair, this charter does reference the code that's already in the general law. So it does reference that code. Now, that doesn't mean that it couldn't change by a future council. And some of the things that we've looked at are, people talk about Bell, what happened in Bell. What people don't realize is that in Bell, the council, there was one council member you might have remember reading about where he was making $9,000 a year while everybody else was making $100,000, and he's the only one not going to jail, obviously. But he's like, well, how come I didn't know about this? But the thing is, there were separate authorities that they set up that they gave themselves money for. You know, a water authority, a street light authority, a roadway authority, which actually could happen in a general law city or it could happen in a charter city. However, that was where the bulk of the quote salaries came from. They were from these authorities that were created. Currently, Costa Mesa has 3 special authorities. We have the Public Finance Authority, we have the Housing Authority, which is brand new. It's a successor to our redevelopment agency. And we have, still on the books, I don't know why, I assume that maybe it's hard to kill these things. We have the Orange County Fairgrounds Authority as well. Currently, they don't really get much money, and I don't think it's an issue right now, but we don't know what might happen in the future. All you need to do to create an authority is you put it on the agenda on Friday and you vote on it on Tuesday. But General Law City could do it too. Thank you.
Okay, so, and I think one of the key things too, which is, okay, it's not so much what the city council is going to be, because the people may be gone in a few months or not. It's the fact that we're setting a constitution for what future city councils can do. So no matter which side politically you stand on, you really need to think hard about who you want to be able to make decisions, period, with a charter, okay? All right, the second part of that question, would there be councilman districts under the city charter?
Oh, can I have that one? I'm sorry.
Okay, Sandy, be quick about it.
I promise I'll try to bring myself in next time. All right. Under general law, if we can have council districts under a charter, but not under this charter. Under general law, we could also have council districts. Our councils have not really wanted to go that way, but maybe in the future one could. But the charter right now says that all council members will be elected at large. It also says that there will be 5 council members, and it also says that the mayor will be selected by the other council members. Now, that could be changed in a future charter, but it would have to go back to the people. But here's the big difference. If the people of the city of Costa Mesa wanted to have council members elected by district, and the council was not amenable, they could collect signatures from 10% of the voters, get it on the ballot, and then we would have districts. Or if we wanted a directly elected mayor, 10% of the voters, then we would have a directly elected mayor. However, being a charter city, because those provisions are part of the charter, in order to get an election even, to have your councilmanic districts, you would need 15% of the voters. Currently, that's the difference between 5,800 signatures and 8,700 signatures. That's 3,000 more that you would have to get. So yes, you could have districts either way, but this charter does not provide for districts, and to change it, it's a lot more difficult than if we wanted to go with districts under general law.
Thank you, Sandy. Okay, this question, I'm going to read it in its entirety. It's a little bit editorialized, but I think the question is good, though. Will the charter give the council the ability to dispense with the lawsuit filed by our employees association for the blatant disregard of their employment contract? I don't know what the reason would be, but can they dispense with the lawsuit?